Friday, July 2nd. Yes, it is. So, right now, we're having a beautiful, beautiful day. There's some white clouds mixed with some light gray clouds going on out there. And the sun is up. I say this because it's been raining practically every single day this week around noontime. We're expecting a hurricane coming up from Cuba, and it's supposed to make its landfall next Tuesday. Hey, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers, and if you're a visitor visiting my channel, and if you find my content interesting, hit that top bell and hit that subscribe key so you may also get future uploads. Yes. So I got a few topics to talk about, just some things that I've noticed and some things I just want to just touch base on. It may or may not resonate with you guys, but we'll see as soon as I come back. Sleep in or go to bed late and watch great movies, doing day trips. I missed my vacation, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my last vacation for a possible family emergency towards the end of the year or this year sometime, hoping nothing happens. But I usually save my second vacation. I don't take it until towards the end of the year because I want to go through this year just in case something happens in my family that I consider to be an emergency. So anyways, I made a note here of some things that came to my mind, and it's about our personal vibrations. What are our personal vibrations, and what triggers the vibes from people? Well, to my knowledge and to my experience, it's when you make eye contact with someone and you're also observing their body language. Yep. You know that body language and eye contact and facial expression, they all work in synchrony or harmony to give you out a person's reading, whether they're honest, dishonest, whether they're comfortable or uncomfortable, or whether they're that way with you or vice versa. Okay? So, for example, most of you know that I work in a public setting. I'm working with the public because I work in retail. And I come across a lot of characters on my job, customers. I have enough characters at my job that I deal with on a day-to-day basis. And I've pretty much got a down pack on their character and their personality that I'm pretty comfortable around them, and they are around me. I know what to expect, whether coming out of their mouth or whether they're making some kind of body language or facial expression or gesture. So I'm pretty much connected with that. But what about those people that you don't know or that you've never seen before? Just because I work with a lot of same customers, repeat customers, doesn't mean that someone I've never seen won't walk in. That can happen, and it has happened. Like, for example, I might be giving customer service to a man or a woman, and all of a sudden they start off very comfortable, but somewhere along my speech they lock eyes, and then they start connecting the dots. When they do that, it's pretty much non-verbal, but their facial expression and their lack of eye contact and body language pretty much let you know that something is going on in their mind. Their mind is turning. That sends vibes to me. And it's like, okay, if they're a customer and they want help, but now for some reason, obvious reasons, they feel uncomfortable, what I would do is I would quickly find a solution to their shopping reasons. Why are they there? Are they there to remedy a problem they have at home with something? Or are they working on a project? My mind will work extra quickly to solve their problem, give them what they need, and get them out of there. Why? Because if they're uncomfortable, I'm uncomfortable. Okay? They give off the Ouija BGs or bad vibes to me, then I'm shopping in the same location for a long time, but they're not purchasing right away. Like their mind is in heavy thinking. They're not sure what the solution. That may prompt me to walk up to them and say, "Can I help you?" Okay. Sometimes if I talk with them from walking up to them from behind, they may be surprised because they're not waiting for anybody to help them. Then when they turn around, they may find that, oh, it's a transgender person. Is this a male or a female? I'm confused. They don't know. So that confusion and that puzzling look that they have give out the vibrations for me. Okay? Some people, those really macho men, I'm not going to use no degrading term to describe them, but usually it's the family type and the closed mind type, religious, heavy religion-based families. They may have a very abrasive tone to their speaking that would definitely send you alerts to get away. When they say, "No, I'm all set," like that, that's an aggressive answer. If I get that kind of answer, I'm done. I'm getting out of their area. You know? So, that's the thought of number one. Number two has nothing to do with that discussion. Okay, so why is it that adults who have been going through a yo-yo diet still can't get it right? They've tried every diet on the book, every diet that they've seen on TV, every nutrition, every exercise. They're still yo-yoing. When they're like that, they're gonna ask everybody that they know or see that they may think is in good shape or looks great or might have a lot of energy, how they got like that. If they did that to you or someone near you, it's not the first time. Yo-yo means up and down. That's what yo-yos do. They go up and they go down. One month you might see them 15 pounds light. A couple of months later, they might be 15 or 20 pounds heavier. That's a yo-yo diet, okay? Because they get sidetracked and they get complacent very easy. I knew someone like that. They look very thick and very full or very heavy. And a couple of months out, they decided that they're gonna diet, start exercising, or riding a bike or going to the gym. Then they look great. In your mind, your spirit to tell them, "God, you look great. What have you been doing?" "Oh, I'm just, I started running a lot or riding on my bike a lot and I cut back on my calories. That's the answer right there. So why are you yo-yoing? Some people might blame it, oh, you know, last month was my wife's birthday party and we had friends over, we had a cookout, and or my son or my daughter's birthday party and we took them out to eat, or it might be Thanksgiving or Christmas or New Year's. There's always a holiday excuse or a family-related excuse why they messed up their diet and messed up their training routine. They got them back to looking a little bit chunky. Every quarter of the year, there's a reason why they fell flat on their face, now they're back like that. What I want people to know is this: you don't have to suppress yourself or ignore the food you love. Eat the food you love, but portion yourself. You still get a chance to taste the food you like. It could be junk food, it could be healthy food. If you eat too much calorie-wise in the healthy food, eventually you're going to gain weight just from that. It's the same thing if you start eating a lot of the bad stuff. You can eat what you're not supposed to eat in small portions. You may want to increase your fluid, more water, more low sugar juices, low carb foods to maintain your weight. You know, find something you like to do, whether you're just walking, power walking, running, riding your bike, or staying busy doing a hobby that you love. If you just control the portion that you eat, automatically, because you're controlling the intake of your food, everything else will be controlled. The calories will be less, the carbohydrates will be less, the sodium will be less, everything will be less, moderation. Okay? What I do for myself is this: I'm not going to buy cartons of ice cream and keep it in my fridge. I'm not going to buy the foods that I really, really love and keep it at home because they're right there. They're only 10 or 15 feet away from me at any given time. Okay? And I'm not better than you are, I'm just as guilty if I do those things. So what I do is, if I want to have some ice cream, I go to my favorite hangout, okay, and order a small little ice cream. The place where I would go for that is 15 miles away. And I probably would not go to my local supermarket to buy a carton or half a gallon of ice cream. Okay? And what I do also is, I know that oatmeal has a lot of carbs. So if I have oatmeal at home, so I'm not going to go out and buy oatmeal. I don't want nobody to make my oatmeal cereal for me. But when I do it, it's a half a cup with number 2 milk or low-fat milk. Because I was leaving the house very early to go to work on an empty stomach. Even if you buy a healthy snack for breakfast, okay, at my job in the break room, there are vending machines with granola bars. I might not eat one, I might have 2 or 3 throughout the day. That's too much. So that's my take on people who are yo-yo dieting. And people who yo-yo diet a lot, they're always asking different people what they did. You know? Because they slip backwards. We're all human, but whatever you did to lose weight when you yo-yoed, stop yo-yoing and just cut back on your intake of food and calories. Okay? Don't starve yourself and don't deprive yourself. You can eat a slice of pie, but not every day. You can have a small cup of ice cream, not every day. Okay? So if that resonates with you, fantastic. So my next topic I want to talk about is when you get vibes that's not personally related to people. Okay? We can get vibes just from listening to politicians talk on TV. Like if you're up with the news on something important, like when Governor DeSantis made a decision to ban transgenders from participating in female sports, that whole week I was feeling vibes that were negative. Okay? And that is because the same news, negative news that affected me when I heard Governor DeSantis making that decision where he signed that transgenders can't participate in female sports, a law, crazy. I wasn't the only one to watch it. That means not trans people and non-trans people watched that broadcast. It affected me, but it affected everybody. It affected me in a negative way, but someone who's not open-minded to trans people, that's positive for them. Okay? What's positive for them is negative for me. That means that now they have a reason to go out and put out more negative vibes on people and society and bad vibes in the air. When that happens, people don't have to be around for me to pick up bad vibes in the air. I pick it up. And that sends me an alert to watch out for my surroundings. You know, because they may decide to assault me verbally or even physically, because now they're feeling that they can get away with it because there are politicians that don't see eye to eye with the LGBT community. So that's another way you can get bad vibrations or bad feelings about something that has not occurred yet. And that has happened on one day last week, I believe, or a couple of weeks ago. That's right, because what's broadcast in the media is going to affect the general public in good or bad way, depending what the broadcast is. I like to say that I don't like watching the news because there's nothing good to watch in the news, but sometimes it's good to watch it just to see what's going on and then just tune out. All right? So that's today's touching base on a few topics. I hope that I resonated somewhat with you guys. Maybe I did, or maybe I didn't. And the other thing I want to say is, yesterday I quit my part-time job. Yes, I did. The reason wasn't because I was being harassed, or it wasn't because someone disliked me. It's just because my part-time job happened to be retail sales at a vacation place in Sarasota called St. Armand's Circle. St. Armand's Circle is a place where mostly vacationers around the country and around the world go to vacation. It's right there on Lido Key Beach, and there are hundreds of townhomes and condos that are owned by people who live outside of the state and outside of our country. And they come down here every year and they flood the market with a lot of money. So that part-time job was just burning me out. I steadily cut back my hours, but yesterday something just set me off about one of the managers I didn't like. And it was nothing that was personally done. It was just something I didn't agree with. But while on my break, I just never went back to work. I just came home. I don't owe them no explanation. And I'm not dying for extra money, but I'm the type of person I like staying busy. And if I'm not home making a video, or if I'm not out riding my bike or at the beach or hanging out with some friends who I haven't seen in a long time, then I'd rather go out and make a couple of bucks. That's all. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's upload, and the weekend is upon us, and I hope you guys have a safe, productive, fun weekend. Take care, guys.